RFQ, click on the plus sign, or you can go back in and click in the RFQ tracking. Click the plus sign inside, go in the RFQ, create a customer RFQ, enter the customer RFQ ID, which is in the email of the customers, whichever they have sent, and then the RFQ receive date, customer name, customer contact, which automatically populates the contact number and customer email. If the customer name and contact is not available, you can click on the add new customer option, where you can key in all the required fields and make sure that the red asterisk is a mandatory field that need to be entered. So it has to be selected. Then RFQ, all the red asterisk fields are mandatory fields. Please fill all the mandatory fields. RFQ description, which is available in the email, which is discussed by the customer, or when on the phone, you will have the RFQ description. Scope, which scope it is. Default it is into manufacturing, but if it's not manufacturing scope, please select whatever the scope it is that RFQ is about. Then division is default to whoever is creating this RFQ. You should be able to select if it's not, if you are creating an RFQ for another division. Currently, the default RFQ current status will be in process, so that will be stated in process. RFQ division, RFQ decision, yes. If the quoting will be going forward as per the requirement, if we are continuing to quote, then it select yes. If we are not continuing to quote this RFQ, then reply no. If you select no, then there is a reason should need to be entered why we are not able to give a quote for this RFQ request. If not, it will be in default as yes. Then the RFQ received date, based on the date which is received and based on the manufacturing, the target date will be automatically entered. Quote date, target quote date will be automatically available. And the priority will be need to be selected. Default it will be medium. Sales account, it should be house will be default. If a non-sales user is adding this RFQ, if a sales team is entering this RFQ, their respective name will pop up here, will be automatically filled in the sales account. Industry, it should be available in the masters. Based on the customer, the industry should be available automatically, selected automatically. If it is not selected, that means that is not added in the masters. First we need to add in the masters for auto selection. If not, manual selection need to be added in industry. This is for a single RFQ with no line or subline, no line wise quote is given to the customer. If line wise quote is needed by the customer, then RFQ lines can be added by division and by scope. Based on each line, which division will be entering the quote values, it can be all entered in here. If more than one line is entered, the quote will be given by each line, and the sum of the each line quote will be clubbed together as one quote to the customer. This is RFQ creation. And while entering the information, if you need to save the draft and come back and work again, save draft is available, where you go click the save draft, it will be recorded in here, and then you edit and it can go back and submit again after every field is entered, keyed in. Mandatory fields are not mandatory when if it's in save draft button, but they are mandatory in the submit button.